this next game, though, this is one that we're super excited about just because one of these teams sucks. The other one's actually kind of good this year. This is number 15 Ole Miss and number 13 Alabama at 3:30 p.m. Wow. I haven't heard number 13 Alabama in quite some time. I had to take a double take. Yeah, 13 Alabama. Bama, they look like hot garbage. I'm just going to be straight up with y'all. They tried to sell us Jalen Milroe against Middle Tennessee in week 1. But he looked okay against Texas, but not good enough. Notre Dame transfer Tyler Buckner, he got the start last week at South Florida, and it kind of looked like he just forgot how to play quarterback. He does not know how to make reads. This is one of the best Alabama defenses that we've seen. They're really good, but their offense does not reward them. Alabama ended up getting the dub 17-3. Going into the half, though, it was 3-3, and going into the third quarter, it was 10-3. They scored another touchdown for style points in garbage time, and they're not fooling anyone, though. You know, you can say that was a trap game, but was it really, or do they just suck? I mean, seriously, Ole Miss, they've looked pretty good. They pulled out wins against Tulane and Georgia Tech, but that defense, it's definitely an issue. Ole Miss went into the half losing to Tulane, I think, and then they also went into the half, up by, I think a touchdown or two on Georgia Tech. With how poorly Alabama's offense has been playing, it shouldn't be much of an issue for the Ole Miss D, but Alabama's defense, however, that might be a problem. That might be an issue for Lane Kiffin's offense, so we're about to see what happens. The ESPN FPI on this game is Alabama 66%. The spread is Alabama by 7. Looks like they're pretty much in agreement. Isaac, is this a hard pick? Is this a tough pick? It's at Alabama, playing in Bryant-Denny. Who you got, man?
Well, I'm going to say this. Bryant-Denny is a tough place to play. It's a place that not many people, you could call it honorary Death Valley if you really wanted to, because not many opponents go in there and get wins. With that said, Texas just did it 2 weeks ago. Alabama, 66%. It's in Bryant-Denny. Good defense. Lane Kiffin's always been an offensive guy. He's putting together a decent defense at Ole Miss this year, but the question mark still becomes, if their defense is there and Alabama's offense isn't, this one could be really, really close. 66%. The spread is Alabama by 7. Obviously, I want the Rebels to win, but I'm going to say that I'm going to go with the Tide. I think they win this one by a field goal. I think that they squeak it out solely because of the defense. They will get a stop late in the fourth that'll put them over Lane Kiffin, and he'll still look for his first win as a former assistant of Saban's. But this one's going to be close. Again, I want the Rebs to win, but I think the Tide will pull it out.
I mean, this game, I feel like is really the first real chance that Lane Kiffin has had to pull this out. And I think if he doesn't take this opportunity now, he's not going to beat Saban again. He's one of the only former Saban assistants to not have a dub. Jimbo Fisher has one. Kirby Smart has one. And now Steve Sarkisian now has one after Texas beat Alabama 2 weeks ago. So this one's going to be crazy. This one's going to be close. I think they're going to be tied going into the fourth quarter. It's going to be poor offense versus poor defense pretty much this entire game. And I think, they're going to go tied into the fourth quarter. And I think they are going to... I think Bama's going to kick a field goal to win it as the clock expires. So, I have Alabama. I think that it's going to be a really big defensive matchup late in the fourth quarter. And, with Jalen Milroe, he is starting this game. I think that it's going to be a lot closer than people think. They're not going to play like they did last week against South Florida. I think they're going to play well, but I think that Ole Miss is going to match their level of play offensively. I think it's going to be air raid. I think Keenshawn Judkins is going to go all over him, and I think that that's what it's going to come down to. So, I got Alabama.
I definitely think that Bama pulls this out. Honestly, I think he's the better quarterback option out of the three that they're looking at. I think he has the dual threat that they really need to be successful in this kind of game. And when it comes down to Ole Miss, they don't have a defense. So I think it comes down to defense, and Alabama has the better of that at least. And I think this is the game that they kind of pull themselves together in a sense. I don't think they're going to be like SEC champions or anything like that, but I think that they'll make their name known again.